A new three-day festival, which has been described as the Glastonbury of railways, is opening in Derby today.
Rail enthusiasts will be able to see a display of more than 140 locomotives and railway vehicles from different eras, including the famous Flying Scotsman. Our reporter Ollie Constable is there.
It's like the world's biggest model rail set. More than 100 trains being carefully moved engine by engine. This event has been years in the making, with trains old and new going on display to thousands at Derby's Litchurch Lane Works. Ken has worked on the railway for more than 50 years. His job is to make sure everything is where it should be, exactly when it needs to be there.
If you love your job, then you're coming to work for the fun of it, really.
And it's that attitude at 67 years old that still sees him shunting trains all over the yard. Your dad drove this one, did he?
Yeah, he drove both of them.
His dad, his grandfather and his sister have all worked on the railways, totting up some serious mileage.
It's over 150 years with the four of us. It's pride. The hard part is trying to fill my dad's footsteps. That was the hard part. And trying to make him proud of his son, because obviously my granddad was proud of his son.
There's a huge emotional connection to this event, showing not just the trains, but the people behind the scenes, like Ken, who've kept us moving for decades. The great gathering is at Alstom's Derby Works. This yard is absolutely massive, bang in the middle of the city. The only place in the UK which designs, builds and tests entire trains. The site's been at the heart of train making since 1839, with some of the first or best known locomotives now being put on display. A lot of the trains here are pretty old, vintage, and represent the history of the railways, such as this classic pacer. But some are brand new and futuristic, still built right here in Derby. You might even be getting a train just like this one to work this morning.
The contribution that the city has made to the rail industry in the UK is phenomenal. So to be able to host an event like this that celebrates rolling stock, but also what Derby's contributed to manufacturing and engineering in the UK is incredible.
And we'd love to inspire people to actually realise that we still do great things in this country. So that was all one of the reasons for us to host this event, was to inspire the next generation.
And it's people like Yasha who are the future of train building in this country.
Very much now the aim to make it smaller.
She's a graduate engineer and works on projects such as HS2, and learning from people like Ken is invaluable.
You always hear about these really fantastic pieces of engineering that are done, and I'm at a position where I'm at the forefront of that. I myself have been here for 2 years, but Kent's been here for over 50 years. And so it's nice to be able to have conversations with the people who have come before us, because we can learn from that and we can see how we can improve the future using our history.
My family's done 150 years. Other families in the future can do 150 years. This is Rail 200. What about Rail 250? What about Rail 300? Who's going to be here for those events?
We can go to Ollie now, who's in Derby for us this morning. And Ollie, so just so people understand, there are model railways as well as the real thing.
There are. And there's good news, Charlie. The 1622 to London Euston is on time. This is a model of Milton Keynes Central that has been built here and is being displayed. And as you can see, this Pendolino train making its way very slowly through the station. You're right, we saw some of the big trains there, but there's also lots of exhibitions, including this model railway, which has been made by record producer and model railway extraordinaire, Pete Waterman.
Good. Well, and my team, yeah, the rail nuts.
It's a fantastic achievement that you've got here, and this is a scale model of Milton Keynes Central, isn't it?
It's bang on scale. The station is actually scale. Obviously, we have to shorten the length, but I mean, it's 64 feet, so you can see how big it is. But the station is scale, yeah.
And you are very involved in this, aren't you? Because you're having to put individual trees in, bits of grass, things like that. The detail in this is fantastic.
Well, you know, I mean, even the waste bins have got stuff inside them, you know, I mean, and people come up to us and say, I sat on that bench this morning on the way here. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted particularly young people to go out and see what they see in normal life, not steam trains. This is like the railways is today. So they get the picture of what railways are about.
And we are obviously in a shed here at the Alston Works, which obviously makes trains here. It makes some of the trains that we're seeing on here as well.
Absolutely.
What's that like to sort of be a part of this?
Well, when you see the size of this place, you realise just how big it all is, and you go, well, it's amazing. You know, and I started working in a factory like this, but now these are unique places, really. When you walk around this site, you can get lost. I mean, I got lost this morning.
And you're a massive fan of this, aren't you? You've been a massive fan for
all my life,
all your life.
Yeah.
So you've obviously got a real eye for the detail.
Yeah, I mean, so for me, the trees are important. So I make all the trees myself, and I make them out of wire and sawdust. And they take hours and hours, but looking at a tree for an hour and actually making it bang on, that's what it's about.
Excellent. Well, thanks ever so much, Pete.
Pleasure.
You're here all weekend sort of displaying what you've got here. And let's have a chat with Gus, who is from Severn Valley Railway. You're one of the exhibitors here, and you've been massively involved in this. What have you been doing?
Well, I'm one of the co-organisers of the Greatest Gathering, so it was myself and a friend, James Dobson, that had the idea for this enterprise in the first place. So I'm up to my neck in it, you could say, yeah. But I am also the Managing Director of the Severn Valley Railway, and I've been a volunteer there for 35 years.
And to people that don't know, give us an idea what Severn Valley Railway is.
Severn Valley Railway is a 16-mile heritage railway running across the Worcestershire and Shropshire border. Started 60 years ago, actually, this year, back in 1965.
And you're running trains which are a bit different to what we're seeing here. These are very modern trains, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the locomotives that you have are a little bit older.
Yeah, we run heritage steam and diesel trains, so we're celebrating the past of the railway on the SVR, but also very much looking ahead to the future and inspiring young people to become involved in heritage railways and the railway more generally.
Is that a big problem for you and colleagues of yours across heritage railways, that a lot of people that get involved are older?
Yes and no. So traditionally you would say that was the case, but I think in the last few years we have seen a tremendous growth in younger people getting involved, which is brilliant because that's what we want for the future of heritage railways in the UK and for the future of the rail industry as well. So really, really promising, and the social media age has really helped with all of that. All the stuff that gets posted online.
Francis,
really helps
for example,
he's been great. He visits us regularly, and he's got millions of followers, as you know. So all that stuff really helps.
140 odd trains here, a real record amount of trains at the Greatest Gathering. Which one are you most looking forward to seeing that isn't yours?
The Pride Pendolino. I worked on the West Coast Main Line professionally for many, many years. The Pendolino is an iconic train, and the Pride Pendolino in particular we did to celebrate diversity, and I just think it's an icon. So I'm
which we can see
here
that. As a model.
There it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. That's great, Gus. Well, thanks ever so much. Well, we're going to leave you with some of these smaller smaller trains that are going around at the moment. We're going to pop outside and have a look at some of the big steam locomotives that are here as well.
Ollie, thank you very much for that. Are you allowed to touch the trains, or have you been kind of told to keep a certain distance away from the tracks?
We are having to be very well behaved. We are maybe having a little go on a steam train later. We'll have to wait and see about that. We'll give you a heads up when we're going to do it.
Are you going to get to pull the horn?
Oh yes. That's the only reason why we're here, Naga.
Of course. Ollie, thanks so much. We'll see you later.